you guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this episode. Today we are going to be talking about imposter syndrome, how I've gotten over that. So if you're interested in learning about how to get over it, stay tuned and make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, all of those things. So, what is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is when we feel like an imposter, like we're not good enough, like we're not good enough for what we have or for what we want or for the opportunities that are coming in for us, and that's just not true. I'm the type of person that believes that we are worthy by nature and our desires are our desires for a reason. You know, what's been put in our hearts that we want, there's a reason for that, and it's meant for us. That's my particular belief about life. So what happens with imposter syndrome, it tends to show up when you reach like a new chapter in life or start doing something new. You know, you're pretty good at what you're normally doing, but you want something else, and say a change of career or just try something different, but you don't know if it would be good for you, and then your brain starts telling you like,
no, you shouldn't do this. don't even try.
And sometimes it keeps us in self-sabotage or paralyzes us altogether. But imposter syndrome, it's just your brain trying to protect you from what it doesn't know. It's your brain saying, your self-defense mechanism trying to be like,
we don't know about that, you don't really do this often, let's just not do it at all.
And it's important to be self-aware, because that's how we get over that. That's how I've gotten over that, you know. And it's realizing, I think it makes it much easier, or at least it made it much easier for me to realize that, okay, it's not true that I'm not good enough, because I am worthy by nature. I want this, and I should give it a try. If I fail, you know, I have my own back. I'll take care of myself. We'll get through it. But I think when we want something, we must try. When an opportunity is coming in for us, we're ready to figure it out, even if we don't know how that's gonna happen yet. And that's okay, because you know, that's not our work, that's the universe's work, but that's a talk for another day. I think the main thing about imposter syndrome is realizing that you're feeling like that you might be self-sabotaging or just paralyzed, and be kinder to yourself. Allow yourself the opportunity of failing if it doesn't work well, or to keep going, you know, until you get good at it. And if you feel like you're truly not good enough, in the sense like, oh, I don't have the experience, I don't know enough about the subject, my advice is just, well, take the class, get a coach, do what you need to do. Like, we went to school to learn, then many of us like went to college to learn more specifically what we were interested in. That's the same in life with all new things. If you feel like you need to learn more, then make that effort if it's something that you really want. That is what's worked for me in the past. And with that, I'm not saying that I don't ever feel imposter syndrome anymore, or will never feel it again, because that's something that I also believe is not really true. I feel like imposter syndrome as a defense mechanism is just something that keeps coming up for us when something new comes up, when something different that we haven't explored before and that we now have to deal with or take care of or explore. Like, not necessarily something bad, but things that we want to do or that we want to try. And I think it always comes up, and the most important thing is just not go into victim mode straight away, which sometimes it's hard, but you know, just realizing it, to me, being constantly checking in with myself at least once or twice a day. I think there's people that do that more often, but I forget, and at least once or twice a day, check in with myself, like how I'm feeling, what's going on, like be self-aware. And if there's something that's like stopping me, or I feel like blocked by my own thoughts, look at that and see what's happening. Why am I feeling this way? Is this ultimately true? Is it ultimately true that I'm not good enough? Is it ultimately true that I'm gonna fail? Is it ultimately true that I cannot do this? And no. The answer to that is always no, because it's not ultimately true. I might fail. Who knows? Will I try? Yes. If I want it, yes. But it's just about being easier on yourself, and knowing that you will figure it out, that there will be people that will want to help you, and sometimes asking for help is super important. That was something that for me in the past was really hard, and I think I try not to, but I've learned to know when I will need help and ask for it on whatever task or life thing, whatever it may be. So that's my advice for you. That's how I've managed to recognize and work through imposter syndrome. If you're struggling with it, it won't last forever. Look at it. It won't be as bad as you think. And just let it go. And staying focused on what you really want, on why you're doing what you're doing, why you're going for what you really want. I think that's the most important thing, to stay on track and be able to be like, I don't have time for imposter syndrome. I don't have time for thinking,
what if I don't make it?
Like evaluate your plans and be aware of what's happening or where you're at, but don't let that stop you from going where you're going. Stay clear in your vision, stay focused, and that's what I normally do, and it's been working well for me, so that's why I'm sharing this, and I hope it serves you in some way. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you've dealt with this before, how you've dealt with this before, and anything else that you would like to see from me on this channel in the future.